Hi, my name is Chad Chavez. I live at 7512 Clubfield Drive in Councilmember Robinson's district. Thank you. I wanted to thank you for allowing me to speak, first of all. I came to speak today because I worry about what Chief McMurray is turning this city into. On June 3rd, he prepared a show of force that I've never seen at any protest that I've ever been to in any city. Meant not to protect our citizens, but to punish them for daring to call for accountability for police officers and an end to police brutality. Initially, he claimed that the marchers were a different group from the peaceful rally in the park. Untrue. The same group deemed safe at the park went to the square because of a late change in the permitted time and location that led to confusion about when and where we were allowed. Despite claiming he changed the time and location because it was unsafe for protesters to be on the square, he closed the roads and allowed us to march up the fountain stairs, only to be greeted by snipers, riot cops, and unmanned drones. He cranked up the temperature, and understandable confusion kept people on the square. He led officers to pepper spray and shoot at demonstrators who believed that they were being driven away from a peaceful assembly. But Chief McMurray was not content merely to tear gas our citizens. He went on to gaslight us. When the calls for accountability came, he blamed outside agitators who never appeared in arrest records. He targeted Huntsville citizens who had spoken out about police violence on social media and called them anarchist influencers and Antifa leaders. Some of them have never even been to a protest. He cited obvious jokes from Twitter users in New Jersey and Minnesota as evidence that violence was going to happen in Huntsville, and he claimed that a graphic he found on an Antifa website assigned roles like fire mage, though no such website exists, and the image is sourced to Hong Kong protesters. He even selectively edited Facebook and Twitter messages aimed at providing information to claim that they were promising violence, and after Facebook activity, and used Facebook activity that occurred after the protest to justify what he had done before. It's clear that we cannot trust an account that comes from within the HPD to justify the undue force used on protesters. It is not enough to ask the HPCAC to investigate based on what Chief McMurray's office turns over, as Councilmember Acreage's amended resolution seems to be the only one that empowers the HPCAC to go outside of the organization to find clear recommendations from experts in their field. I ask that you support it in order to restore some trust in the institutions in our community. And I ask that Chief McMurray resign to allow this community to heal. Thank you.
Thank you.